We're going to look at transformations, which is a unit from the grade 12 pre-cal section. And specifically looking at a question that involves describing a transformation of a graph in the correct order. So first of all, the first thing we always want to look for, or the first transformation we want to look for, is a reflection across the y-axis, which in our graph that we're given, the formula y is equal to -2 f -3 x plus 5 plus 1, is represented by the green negative sign inside the brackets. So our first transformation would be the reflection across the y-axis. And if we were graphing this particular graph, that would be the first transformation we would apply. Second, we look for a number in the position of the 3, which is a horizontal compression or stretch, depending on what that value is. These numbers divide our x values, and so in this case, if we divide our x values by 3, that would be a horizontal compression. So our graph, the domain of our graph becomes smaller. The third is we take care of the final horizontal transformation, which is also in brackets next to the x in purple, and that is the +5. And that moves us 5 to the left horizontally. So it's a horizontal translation. Five left. After we've dealt with our reflection across the y and our two horizontal transformations, we're now ready to go outside and deal with the vertical transformations. First of all, we've got a 2 found at the front of our graph. That's a multiplier, so we always want to deal with the 2 and the negative sign out front before dealing with that +1 in yellow. So we have a red 2 at the front, and that 2 represents a vertical stretch or compression, depending again on whether it's a fraction or a number greater than 1. If it's a number greater than 1, because this number multiplies the y values, that would be a vertical stretch. Right after that, we have our negative sign, which represents a reflection across the x-axis. And finally, at the end of our graph in yellow, we have our vertical translation, which is just movement of the graph up or down. And +1 means we move the graph vertically up 1.